sit back, while we make this shit look easy. Yeah. Smoke a Lucy, then circle around when you say that this shit ain't easy. Feel it's new. See, reload, and you say that this world is greedy.
Yo, what up, Mike?
What up?
What up? It's the open mic, man. Look, Mike, it's Father's Day, but we turning Father's Day into Father's Week. We here. Monday, me and Mike up, special time. Normal guys see you. We not talking sports, dog. We talking open mic stuff, Mike. What up with you? How was your Father's Day, dog?
Nah, it was all right, you know. Ate a good dinner, smoked a nice cigar, and just chilled.
Yes, yeah. Got a nice cigar. Yeah, I'm still holding it. Got a nice cigar in you.
Yeah. That's the rest of mine right here.
Yeah, that's the record. That's the rest of it. Hey, so yo, it's not Sunday 8 p.m. It's Monday 2:30. We live. Me and Mike, open mic, man. We paying homage, Mike, to the fathers out there, and we putting our foot on the necks of the bad fathers out there. You know what I mean?
That's right. The ones that make us good ones look bad. Like you fathers out there who don't do for your kids, don't want to pay for your kids, don't want to be there for your kids. Make us have to go through harder circumstances to prove that we are good.
Mm-hmm.
Prove that we are there. To prove that we are real men.
Yeah. They trying to make us look bad, Mike, but they can't do it. That's why we going live, right?
That's right. What up, Yoli?
Yeah. What up, Yoli? Welcome to the open mic. Normal guy, what up? We ain't talking sports today, guys. Thursday, y'all know what time it is on Thursdays. Me and Mike going in, bigging up all the fathers, man. It's not Father's Day. Yesterday was Father's Day. It's Father's Month, Mike. Let's go in all month.
The rest of this month.
The rest of the month, man. You know, we love the ladies out there and the mothers, but hey, we got to show mad love to the fathers. So, season 2, y'all know the slogan. The mic's now open, Mike. So, Mike, we going to start Father's Day breakfast. What is if you could pick anything, you wake up, Father's Day breakfast. What is on the king's plate in the morning for Father's Day? All month.
Shit, all the breakfast foods. I could eat breakfast all day and not eat anything else. Like all day.
Hell yeah.
I would have, it would be, about 3 eggs. You know what? Nah, screw this. There used to be a spot. I know you know Peggy's. About, right? They had this thing called a hell of a mess.
Oh.
Potatoes, eggs, peppers, onions, whatever kind of meat you wanted on it. All this just scrambled into one big plate, and then just put some hot sauce all over that. Boom.
Yeah, okay, Scott, we'll get to that. Give us a hot second. Okay, Mike. See, you a breakfast dude. Me, I don't start eating till right about now, about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So my breakfast, Father's Day breakfast, Mike, I might just remember that episode we had when we was picking. When we picked between women and food, remember that episode? Yeah, and we said we like them thighs and we like them legs and long hair. I'd take some breakfast. See, Mike liked that breakfast. He said he don't got to eat anything else but breakfast. See, me, I'm not a breakfast guy, so I'm taking the noggin early morning. Father's Day.
That too, but I thought we were talking about some edible food.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just both. You know what I mean? Yo, what up, bearded bastard? So, Mike, Scott asked us real quick. The mic is open. We live up on a Monday for Father's Day week. We had a movie. Scott, you missed the movieographer when we went a couple weeks ago. Me and Mike went in on our favorite movies, but we'll give you the answer. Mike, go-to movie real quick of all time, hands down.
The Godfather.
Goodfellas.
There it is,
Scott. But Scott, go back and watch that movieographer, bro. We broke it down. We went into it. So, all right, Mike. So you a breakfast dude? I'm not. You talking about some eggs? Somebody said something about some pancake, eggs, bacon, home fries.
Pancakes, eggs, bacon, home fries, and coffee. That's his breakfast.
All day long. That's that regular jump. All right, Mike. Next on the list. No astrology this week. We giving y'all 2 episodes this week, so y'all feel blessed out here. The man cave, the open mic. So fathers or single fathers, Mike. So we gonna pay homage and we gonna shit on who we gotta shit on. But how you feel about me and you, single fathers? We got one of each, right? We did it the smart way. We didn't have 9. We had one each, and then right, we did it the smart way. We
Right.
learned. Yeah,
That's
moms
right.
taught us well. Moms taught us well growing up. How, give some love to the single fathers out there, Mike. How you feel about them single dads out there that really got to do shit on their own? You know what I mean?
Well, listen, you got to give all the love to them guys because going through the system of whether it's child support or the courts, just fighting for custody, being there for your kids, even when maybe the mothers make it hard on you to do anything. The struggle's real with that. I mean, we've both been through that. I know plenty that have. Thing is what I really want to say is you single fathers do not give it up. You can go to court. You can show the judge, hey, I'm trying to be here and do everything I can. You can make it to where you got shared custody. You are present no matter what that woman wants to say. Even if she's one of those mothers that just wants to take everything from you because you don't want to be with her or because she wants just to be that type of person, don't be scared to file and go to court to get your rights fully guaranteed. Do not do that. Do not be scared. You can walk right up in there and they're going to look at you like this man put all the effort into it. He filed, he paid, he did everything he had to make sure he was here for his kids, not himself, his kids.
Hell yeah, I could dig that, Mike. And I know you did that way back. See, I never did that. I just paid. I overpaid for like 15 years. And because I didn't want the drama of going down there. But at the end of the day, I wish I would have did what you would have did, what you did, and went down there, got your paperwork right early. And you ain't got to play that back and forth, dangling kids ahead of your head and all them games that women like to play. You know what I mean, Mike?
That's right. That's right.
I mean, we're not saying all women, we're not here to woman bash. We bigging up the fathers because I don't think men like me and Big Mike, we don't get enough love. And like he said in the intro, there's a lot of dudes out here making us look bad, trying to make us look bad, Mike, and we're not having it.
No, hell no.
So single fathers, I mean, me and you been one. Yeah, I get big respect for the single father. And like you said, don't feel like you handcuffed, man. Go get you a lawyer, get you some money, and go out there and at least if you're not gonna go to court and do all that, if you don't got the money, guess what's better than money? Time. Know what I mean?
Hey, let me take that right out of there too. You do not need a lawyer to go to court. The only thing you need is about $300 to file all the paperwork. You walk up in there, say your piece, say what you want, mediate this thing out, and you good. They will know what it is, and they will not take anything from you unless you are proven that you are a bad father or a bad person in general. Otherwise, if you a good dude and you striving to be an amazing father, they will grant your wish.
Hell yeah, that's real talk. Y'all heard it here first. So you don't need a lawyer. Just get your 3 beans up and go down there with your paperwork and get right. We see the chat is popping. Open mic Father's Day week. You know what I mean? Me and Mike, we did our Father's Day thing yesterday. We said, nah, we ain't spending our Father's Day up on the mic. We gonna wait till the day and we gonna bless y'all all week, right, Mike?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, sending love out there back, y'all. So next on the list, Mike, we gonna keep it moving, short and sweet today. Married, so we did single fathers. Now, I know me and you been in this situation, married / co-parenting fathers. Like, so you got your. I guess those are 2 different things. Married, happily married. Raising. Maybe she got kids, you got kids, and y'all got kids together or whatever. I seen somebody the other day got a mixture of 9 kids between the 2 of them put together and on the side. I'm like, damn, that's a lot.
Listen, my cousin, he got like, man, if I'm correct on counting right now, 3. Look, he got 8 himself.
Damn.
And it was funny, he got 2 sets of twins.
Damn. He got the whole NBA roster almost.
And then she got like 3. So I think they got 10 together. So it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they got 10 together. So he's got 7.
So you got the married. And then on the other side, Mike, we've been down this alley before. Co-parenting. A lot of people don't know that co-parenting. What it means is You can co-parent from a distance, or you can co-parent close. Like you co-parenting where, and Mike, we know a lot of relationships are co-parent relationships. Like people try to hold on for their kids, or they try to hold on to something that they know at the end of the day, man, that love isn't there, or that connection isn't there, but you just still there for the kids. Mike, how you feel about the married fathers out here and then the co-parent? That's to me, that's big up for a father to stick around and actually deal with a woman just for your child, bro. That's deep.
Being happily married and doing it, that's great, because I mean that means everything's copacetic, your vibe is great, everything's good. You and your lady are good, the kids feel the vibe. Because listen, one thing I tell y'all, kids vibe off you, whether you think it or not. They know your emotions, they know you're mad, angry, sad, they vibe happy, they vibe right off you. So when you're happy and you're in a marriage and it's great, it speaks volumes to them. It makes them feel different. It helps them grow in a better situation. But if you try to stay with somebody and you trying to do it for the kids, like, hey, I'm gonna have a family, don't do that shit if you are miserable and the situation's miserable and you guys are fighting and it's constantly bad vibes all the time. Those kids will feed off that, and it will hurt them more than for you to stay, rather than you to break off and be co-parents apart and just raise the kids the way you should raise them, instead of forcing them to see all the animosity between you.
So what you saying is, if you can do it and you can just, okay, a lot of people just deal with each other. They don't want to move on. They don't want to get back in the dating scene. They didn't put 10, 15, 20 years in a relationship. They just don't want to up and move and then reroute kids. If you can do it without the drama in front of the kids, then you saying it's a good thing. But if there's physical, if there's, especially like verbal, kids pick up
emotional abuse, any of that. Like I said, vibe is not only amazing for us as adults, but it's for kids. Like, again, when they feel that amazing, happy
vibes,
vibe, it's like, all right, cool. They feel safe. They feel great. They don't get all skittish. Their anxiety levels don't rise. Depression doesn't hit them at a young age because they don't have to go through all that. They just feel great.
Yeah, I could dig that, because I know me and you've been at a point where, fathers in and out of lives, stepdads, it could bother you, man. You know what I mean? I was blessed with a couple dads, but I didn't meet my dad, my original, my sperm donor dad till 14. But the good thing is I had a step hop. So a lot of guys go through, especially us, we speaking of the fathers out there, and us actually not only being fathers, but having to grow up with one or without one, it can affect the kids. So I like that, Mike. I like how you swung that right there. Here. So next on the list, open mic, Mike, giving the fathers props this month, sperm donors. All right. Now, I know we know some of them. We know a lot of them. We got homies that are sperm donors. We got pops that are sperm donors. We got uncles. We got, it's all good. You might even have a son that's a sperm donor. Who knows? But at the end of the day, Mike, I'm gonna let you go in first. How you feel about them sperm donor fathers out there? Now let me say something real quick before you go in. I feel like the men that can just skeet babies out left, right, and not have no care in the world, or really had that fatherhood emotion, that big boss. Because a father's a boss. You know what I mean? That's the boss of your family. That's the boss of your kids, man. I mean, some men just don't have that shit in them, Mike. They just not born with it, period.
And listen, I can respect the fact that, hey, look, I don't want no kids, stuff happens. But as long as all right, child support's going to happen. You taking care of it. That's yours. Yeah. If you don't know if you can be the father that you need to be, and you still do it financially, and then eventually you start making your way in, hey, that's great, understandable. But the ones that are just out there, like you said, just hitting kids off and just running, doing whatever the hell they want, that's the shit that's crazy, man. Why you keep, man, there's protection for a reason. Just man, chill out. Just why are you putting all these kids out here whose lives are already gonna start off on a bad foot because you deciding to just say, hey, sex, pussy's worth it all. Fuck them if they get pregnant. I'll be gone anyways. The milk won't ever return. And that's the problem. That's the real issue here, is when sperm donors do that. Or you got guys that are sperm donors that are in and out, or they're there but they're not there. Like they say, all right, I gotta have my kid every other weekend. They're here. They don't really do nothing with them. They just have them at the house, and that's it. Like that's still being a sperm donor because you're not trying to be a part of that kid's life in any way. You're just doing what the court says to do, and you don't want to be a piece of shit. So, hey, I'm just gonna have the kid over. I'm gonna financially do what I gotta do, and that's it. No, you gotta actually put effort into it.
Yeah,
that kid.
I like how you looked at that side. I didn't even think about it. The guy, the people, the pops that are feeling put pressured by the baby moms or they mom or they family, where they don't really want to do this shit. If it was up to their choice, they'd be kicking it, right? Yeah. They ain't trying to really spend that time with that kid. So now you got the kid, but you're not really giving them that father figure, that advice and that nurture them that a man needs to teach another man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so sperm donors, yeah. And you know what, Mike? I know, bro. I don't know what it is. They say I know a couple. I'm not naming no names out here. I know some fellas out here that they do that shit for sport, bro. Like that shit right there, bro. I got two, and you know, me and you going back to Cleveland, our Cleveland days. That's where I had my son. I went through a lot. I still go through. My son just graduated. I still go through a lot of shit with him and his moms and the games being played. And at the end of the day, I'm still here. I can only imagine me like dropping kids off like it's a daycare and then leaving them out there in the world, like 12 of them, and not doing shit. That shit crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It is insane to think that there's dudes out there that just do that. They just don't care at all. And then when they get old, they're like, the kids seek them out, and then they're like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, you know. It's like, dude, it's insane. It's insane that dudes can do that.
It's crazy, but that's why we big up in the fathers this week on the open mic special edition Monday. Mike, we up. So next on the list, Mike, fathers who deal. I know me and you. I think every man has almost, not every man, but every man that isn't with his baby moms has dealt with this. Fathers who deal with selfish or bitter BMs. Right now, I got one of them. Right, 14 years been. Broke up 14 years. She didn't see me in mad relationships, not mad, but next level, next going. And the bitterness don't end. The holding, the grudges don't end. You know, when it comes a time when, as an adult, from a man and a woman perspective, is you got to take yourself out of the picture and think about the child. It ain't got shit to do with you, right?
Yeah. It's crazy that women can do that. That they just still be stuck on that. Oh, well, this, that, you're this type of dude. We should have been together, blah, blah, blah. The family. No, the kid can grow up without having to have the mother and father together, as long as they're both present and both nurturing this child. You don't need to be together, because if being together isn't right, then there is no need to be it. Just like I was saying earlier, women that get bitter because the man don't want to be there, or the man's found somebody else that he makes them happy, is crazy to me, because that should be great for you. Like, cool, that means I know my child will be in a safe, loving, caring place.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Why gotta be all crazy about this shit,
man? That's what I said. I'm like, you know, hey, everybody is not meant for everybody, right, Mike? We know that, right? You fall in love with people, you have kids, you get married. It's not a guarantee that shit gonna work out forever, ever. So the best thing for things to do, why become enemies? Like, it's amazing how men and women are enemies with the people that they loved at one point when they have kids out in this world. And women, some men do it, but a lot of women make the situation toxic, where it's enemies, where now the child is like, he don't never see his mom and dad even in the mall together walking past, just acknowledging, salute, hey, what up, moms, what up, baby mom? The baby don't even see that, right?
And that's crazy. All they see is the hatred. It's a vibe they feel. Then now they get that crazy, like he just like Triple B just said, spite, resentment, and jealousy. Like, they feel that. You don't gotta say it; they feel it.
And then guess what? That kid gonna grow up. He or she gonna grow up the same way. Your kids grow up.
And that's the thing. Whoever's giving off the spitefulness, the resentment, the jealousy, and acting a fool, the kid's gonna lean away from you and lean towards the other parent that's trying to be respectful and trying to do everything to say, hey, look, man, whatever, we cool. I'm just don't want to be with you.
Right.
We siblings, shit, we co-parents. That is what we are. There is no more fucking, there's no more fooling around, there's no more nothing. You just, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Cool. Hey, this is what's going on at school for him, her, whatever. You talk about the kid, maybe, hey, hope everything's great, blah, blah, blah. You know, congratulations on this or that. And that's it.
I like what you said, but can you co-parent and fuck?
See, the problem with doing that is one's thinking it's just fucking, the other one thinking they're getting back.
Well,
that's how it always is. There is no where they're both just fucking, because if that's the case, then that's all it was ever in the first place. Otherwise,
right. True.
There's
and we all know,
whether it's the dude just saying, "Hey, well, let's just hit." The woman's trying to be with, or whether it's the man trying to get back, and the woman's like, "All right, you know, I need some, and I don't want to go out and whore around, so I'm gonna mess around my baby daddy."
Yeah, might as well might as well deal with the shit you got at home than to go spread it out there. But
or deal with something you've already had before, so you know, so you had it, but then the dude, all right, cool, I want to lay up. Nah, you got to go, and then it's all sorts of shit.
I like Bearded Bastards is giving some darts out here. He said we need to rise above that and be a bigger person. I mean, that is what the men should be doing. At the end of the day, I like that because you know, it's tough. Life is tough. You're right. Raising kids is difficult and tough alone, but that's why me and Mike here are doing this up on a Monday, you know, and representing the fathers out here, because we bigging up the fathers that are doing it like me and Mike and have done it and continue to do it. But we also trying to teach them, you know, the fathers that are watching that might be in a situation where, man, look, let her be the child. You the man, you the father, you the boss, you run your life, you take care of your kids, and don't play no games with that. Don't do that emotional back and forth with the women, man. Just keep it black and white, Mike. It's about the kids. That's it. That's it.
That's right. And that's all it ever needs to be. Look, we've all been there where we try to be back and we do want to do the family thing because we don't want to be like our parents split up. You always try that, and then when it doesn't work, you gotta learn. You gotta know when it's time. Cool. Hey, I'm gonna do it on my own. You do it on your own. Or again, you don't have to both be on your own. You be co-parents to where we're still doing it together. We still gonna show up at sporting events or dances or whatever the kid's into and be there. But hey, I might have somebody with me. You have somebody with you. It don't matter.
Right.
But we're there both representing for our child. That's all that means. That's all matters.
And that's what it really comes down to. Parents got to separate themselves from the child and understand the child watching everything going on, negative or positive, Mike. So open mic, we here, Mike. Next on the Father's Day week, we up for a whole month celebrating the fathers out here, the good ones. Mike, the split between loving and discipline, the split between whooping that butt and kissing on the cheek, or, you know, kissing the forehead of your little prince, or beating that ass. What's the mixture of loving and discipline? You got to have it, because I feel like this new generation, we got kids out here, little teenagers now, young adults, where I know ours don't act like that because we gave them that old school. Mike, you know about that old school loving and that old school nurturing, you know. So, but a lot of they kids they going to school with, they classmates, they don't come from that cloth, man, because they haven't been disciplined. It's a lot of soft. Everybody get trophies. You came in 19th place, you get a trophy too. How you feel about that loving mixed with discipline?
Look, I'm all for whooping an ass. I got no problem. You need a spanking. You want to talk back. You need a tap on the mouth. Listen, don't overkill it, but hey, look, man, they need to understand what it is. They have to understand respect and manners. And if they're not going to get it, they're not going to get it by disrespecting you. Now, if you let them walk all over you, that's a problem. That's because you didn't do it right. Like my daughter, my son, no. Hey, they treat me with respect. They talk to me correctly. They come at me correctly. They have manners. They go out there and they act the right way because that's how they were raised. Now, if someone else, they walk all over, it's because you did not demand respect from them when they were younger and they just don't think they need to respect you. But in a sense, they still do. But that's just how this works. You have to put a little aggression into it. It can't be all, oh, it's okay, no punishments, no, hell no. You gotta make sure they know their lesson and learn it.
Because if not, little Timmy had that bat above your head, like, say something else, Dad. I'll smack this shit. You'd be like, oh my God, he's wild. He fucking wild. I mean, I'm with you, Mike, though, because I feel like even in them days where you got to discipline your kid and you last thing you want to do is whoop your kid. We're not here. We don't want to do that, but we know we have to do that. We have to do it because, and then, you know how kids are, man. I know how I was. I get a whooping and 2 minutes later, hey, is it over? Okay. Let's go back to life. Let's go smile. Let's go play. Let's go to the arcade. Yeah. Let's go play. You know what I mean? So
it's like when you touch a hot stove, you learn it's hot. So when you do something wrong, you get your ass whooped, shit, I don't want that again. I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah, but the Triple B said children live without consequences. That's big. Yeah, you're right. That's why you got these kids out here doing wild shit because they never had no consequences. They don't know, okay, dad might go up in my mouth, you know what I mean? Or even moms. There's days I came home, Mike, I got the double whooping. The pops, mom first, dad later. 2 of them. You know what I mean? Hold up. They trying to outbid each other. Like, hey, Zeus, what up? Hey, Zeus, OKC in 6. We'll have to see about that tonight. Hey, Zeus, you know what it is? It's the open mic. We talking, I don't know if you're a father. We go on Father's Week, Father's Month. Me and Mike talking about some bigging up the big fathers out here doing their thing. All right, Mike. So closing down on the list. Speaking of, it kind of goes with the loving and discipline. So it takes a village. You know how they say it takes a village to raise a child, right? So it takes a village of fathers to make all these sons and daughters on point. You know what I mean? So how you feel about like the village of fathers? Obviously, say me and you, say we had younger, I got a young one, but say yours was younger and we both at the park and you step off real quick and then your daughter, your son do some wild shit. And then I come in, I'm not putting my hands on, but I'm kind of grabbing. I'm like, yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. Like on some father, like, and you looking like, yo, that's what I would have did. How you feel about the village of fathers that need to step up and help this whole generation of nutty kids get where they need to get by the village of fathers? You know what I mean? You believe in that?
All right, Jesus. Look, I'm going to answer that. He's RB1. RB1. But
RB1.
I agree. It does do that. And I wouldn't have no problem. Hey, look, especially when my kids know you like that and they're close to you like that. And you, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Stop acting stupid. Shit like that, get in their grill. That's what you got to do. Because if I'm not there to do it, someone's going to do it. And then I'm going to come back and do it too. Like, what the fuck? You make someone else step out of line because you want to act stupid. Now I got to tell you about it too. And that's how it should be. It shouldn't be just, oh my God, look at him over there. I can't believe that. No, what? Come on,
go. Yeah, go. I mean, to a point. Like, Mike, to a point. Be respectful.
I'm not saying whip that kid's ass for somebody else, but hey, you call him over. You say, hey, sit down right here because you need to understand that was wrong. And then, we talk to the parent when they get back. But these parents out here now are just, kid get loud or get all crazy. Okay, do what you do. It's okay.
Yeah, you gotta like yo, Triple B said double whippings. Damn, bro. Yeah, I got double whippings, bro. It was rare, but I did some rare shit for real. I was an old dirty bastard. I went through a phase where I was on some old dirty bastard Wu-Tang / man. I was going through it. So and that's how it should be. You should get this if you got 2 parents or you got an uncle or you got an aunt that you really close to, everybody should be checking you. Because at the end of the day, you might see your parent or your mom and dad do something and you be like, well, you may not have the ultimate respect for your mom or dad, but then you got an auntie or an uncle. I know my sister.
Yeah, my grandfather.
My
grandfather with them.
Yeah, you might look at your grandparents and be like, yo, I respect them more than my parents, because your parents might be off the chain. So what happens if you getting disciplined by your mom and dad a little bit, but your grandfather ultimate pissed? He coming at you like, I'm about to take you out the wheel, boy. Don't ever do that shit again. You know, you're gonna respect that. You know what I mean, Mike?
That's like that. That's when you know that what you did was crazy. Like, dude, if he's flying off the chain too and jumping fences to try to tear at your ass because you fucked up, then you know it was a bad fucked up. It wasn't just some little bullshit.
You know you didn't fucked up, bro. Well, yo, when Grandpa take his belt off and can barely walk with that bitch, you know.
That's the problem, man.
Yo, so yeah, so Mike, open mic Father's Day. We got one more. So we started with the breakfast. We holding down the dads this week. Father's Day was yesterday. I know you had your dinner. I know I had my dinner. So what, as the father, as the man, as the throne in the crib, there's two thrones, one queen, one king, right? As the king throne, what's for dinner on Father's Day, Mike? What's for dinner?
Man, it's hard to choose, but I'm a big Italian person, of course, and I love pasta, but
but that's every day. That could be every day, though. That could be every day.
See, ribs is my thing. I love ribs, some mashed potatoes, asparagus.
Oh, okay. The asparagus, at least you got some protein in there, though.
Yeah, some Brussels sprouts or something. Yeah, something on there.
Yeah. Okay, I fuck with the asparagus. Rib, you like beef or pork? Pork, right?
I eat them both.
Yeah, them beef ribs is smacking though, bro. I got some upstairs. Only problem is with them beef ribs, they be sliding in that fat. That it'd be a lot of fat on that shit now. It'd be like, damn. My go-to dinner, Mike, Father's Day, seafood, bro. Crab legs, shit, little scallops, a little shrimp. Yeah. The bastard said steak. You already know what it is. Steak. Gotta have that steak, bro. King's Delight. I call it King's Delight, Mike. Steak mixed with some asparagus, a little bit of mashed potatoes, a little bit of scallops, and a side of crab legs, homie, and a bottle of champagne with that lo mein. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Jesus on here. Who was Jesus talking about? What? I missed that. What are you talking about?
Judkins, the running back for the Browns.
Oh, you know, Jesus jumped on here with that sports. Hey, y'all know what it is though. Sports goes up Thursday. We usually between 1 and 3. Me, Mike, and Jay, we go up, and it is what it is, off the rails. So y'all know what we do every Thursday. As soon as the season revs back up, football's right around the way. The NBA playoffs about to end. Baseball's here. Y'all already know the man cave gonna rev up with them days. You know what I mean?
Always. And hey, seafood is, look, I love crab legs, lobster, scallops, all that too. All that, shrimp, all that shit.
Because you know why? That's the aphrodisiac. That gets you juiced up for that night, for that Father's Day noggin. That Father's Day noggin.
Yeah. That good
Mike, hit him with that. Sign us out, Mike, on that old school Father's Day noggin.
You get that old school Father's Day noggin for all you good fathers out there, taking care of your kids, being there for them on every level, spiritual, emotional, mental, and making sure you are physically in their lives. This one goes out to you. Make sure you had a great day, a great week. Enjoy the month, and don't forget, it isn't just about the mothers. The fathers are there too.
Hey, we here, and we want more of us to be here. That's why we did this show. We over here promoting fatherhood. You know what I mean? No matter what the mother, like we said, Mike, when we had our special guest on last week, Pete Don, we said, can't no woman make you nothing, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear no dudes out here talking about, oh, my baby, bro, I got one of the dirtiest baby mamas in the world. And that shit don't affect me being a dad. It don't affect my bond with my son, and it don't affect that paper. Y'all got to stop using excuses and man the fuck up, right?
Yep. You are your own king. Don't let anybody else dethrone you. Be that king. Take care of your prince or your princess, and always be there for them.
Put a crown on your head, and then let them eventually, when they get old enough, you drop that crown and you give it to them. You hold, you take that Bron. Yeah, might do that again. Take that Bron helmet off and give it to Bronny. Boom. That's how we do. Y'all know what it is. Saturday. No, it ain't Saturday. It ain't even Sunday. It's Monday. Me and Mike open mic. We want to thank all the fathers out there and all the ladies that's holding it down for these bum ass dudes out here. We showing y'all love too. The open mic. Me and Mike will be back Sunday, 8 p.m. Mike, as always, happy Father's Day, happy Father's Month, dog.
That's right. Happy Father's Day to all y'all out there.
Oh, yo, salute, motherfucker. Salute, man. Yo.
Sing, 2 loaded guns, plug into open mics, rest, unlace your Nikes, call it a night down the turnpike like 2 pedals on the bike, standing on business alike it's go time even at a red light, strike like lightning hitting a full flight, check your sight, expect nosebleeds at this height, grab a bike, grab a light, park your truck or trike, pull up at our campsite and share your flight.